Hello. Hey Agnolia, hey Duckleaf. I'm trying to remember where we left off yesterday. Oh yes, we did Rapid Splash. We were gonna do Trout Shine. Hey Charlie, happy birthday. Hey Scribbles. Hey Sam. Hey Lemon. Hey Luke. Hey what? Okay, so I think we didn't draw Rapid. We were gonna do Trout Shine, and then we were gonna do Eel Kit and Heron Kit. Does that sound right? After I finished Night Sky? After I finished Night Sky, I think I did these two. Yeah. I might draw some, like, I don't know. I guess I have to take off my wrist brace, don't I? To draw. It's my cat's birthday tomorrow. Happy everyone's birthdays. Happy birthday. Alrighty, Trout Shine. Yeah, Float Shimmer didn't take that long. Trout Shine and Float Shimmer, or Rapid Splash and Float Shimmer did not take very long. He definitely has like his dad, sort of, markings. He's got hair. How is everyone today on this fine Thursday? Where/when did you learn to draw? I started drawing at a very young age, enough that when I was about like 3 or 4, my parents, I think when I was maybe like 5, my parents took me to Art in the Park, and after that I had art class every week for an hour, like on Wednesdays, but it wasn't like a structured art class. It was kind of just like a place where I went and my art teacher had art supplies and you could draw whatever you wanted. It wasn't like you had to learn. It was just like a place where you could draw. So I've just been drawing my whole life. I feel like when I started digital art when I was about 14. So wait, Steel Ball Run is this week? Oh my god, Immortal. Thank you for telling me. I'm gonna have to put that on my list. And I didn't realize that it was already starting to come out. I started drawing digitally when I was about 14. That's when I had my first laptop. My mom let me use her really old like work laptop. And then I don't know. I've just kind of just been drawing my whole life. It came out today. Ooh, perfect. Hey, Phoenix. But yeah, I don't think it matters when you start drawing. It matters that you want to draw, I feel like. You can never start too late, and you can never start too early. Some sticker designs I'm working on? Yeah, sure, Agnolia. Feel free to send them over. Agnolia, in the super secret document I linked you, I think I've officially finished the CFSC section of it, if you wanted to look that over. If you know, you know. I'm slowly coupling the links together in the sheet. Or CJ? SF, did I say that? Yeah, I don't think that art is something that... I mean, obviously art is a trade that you get better at as you're doing it, but it doesn't matter when you start. There's plenty of people that pick up art when they like become retired and they want something to do, you know? Bob Ross wasn't a painter his whole life. He was a drill sergeant. So, doesn't really matter. I feel like what matters is that you want to draw. That's it. But yes, I've been drawing for a very long time. Digitally, I've been drawing about 16 years, I'd say, and then traditionally, I've just been drawing my whole life, basically. Yeah, Troutshine. I think he needs like a... For some reason, I feel like he likes doing the little smirk. It's not like a clearly you don't own an air fryer smirk. It's a I can't think of a meme. Yeah, you can do both. I don't think there's... I don't know. I've seen really cool pieces of art made in every single type of media. 2016? Yeah. I've always done art. It's always been something that brought me a lot of joy. I've always been a doodler. None of my teachers really cared though, because I still got good grades. But I would doodle all over tests and stuff because I would finish early and then I would just, you know, not have anything else to do. Okay. He's got his little nose frecky. Hey Rin, I read Clouded Frost. It was really good. Thank you for linking it to me in the morning. Actually, I really liked that you linked it to me and it was the first thing that I woke up to because then I read it as soon as I got up when I was still like in bed and it was like the perfect time. Yeah, and I mean, in my experience, teachers didn't really care that I doodled on pieces of, like, on homework and stuff, as long as the work was fine. I guess. I know that some people have had stories of, like, their teachers really being annoyed at them doodling. I fortunately never had an experience like that when I was in mandatory education or whatever, compulsory education, I don't know. When I was in college, I started using a laptop to take notes. And a lot of teachers were like, we recommend you take notes traditionally, because on a laptop you can get really distracted, but for me it was the opposite. If I would take notes traditionally, like if I would write them, I would just doodle the whole class. But again, in college, nobody ever really yells at you. It's like you're paying to be there at that point. At least in the university I was at. Sanch posted a juniper claw. I can check it out. I didn't know that Sanch liked juniper claw. I thought Sanch only liked girl characters. I once got extra points for drawing a chicken on a math exam because the teacher owned and loved chickens. See, this is what we love to hear. The extra credit. My math teacher got really angry at me when I was in high school because in calculus and pre-calc, we had homework, but it was all optional. And I would never do it. And he would be like, whatever. But then when I took the AP calculus test, I got one of the highest scores in a class. And I don't know, he never cared after that. I was like, I don't know. I just don't do homework, okay? I'm really good at multiple choice. This is my superpower, is that like I kill it on multiple choice quizzes. I have the luck of a millionaire gambling in multiple choice quizzes. College teachers don't care about anything. I've had a few teachers that genuinely care about their students, but the AP exams are multiple choice, aren't they? At least the calculus one was. I believe. It has been like 10 years, so they might have changed by now. I mean, I got fine grades on my math quizzes. I've always been decent at math throughout my whole life. The thing about math is that there's only one right answer, which is comforting for me. There's one right answer, and there's usually a very methodical thing that you can do to come up with that answer. And it's very rewarding for me. My worst class in all of my, like, education days was definitely science classes. I sucked at chemistry, I sucked at biology. I was decent at physics, but it never really, like, interested me that much. And then I was also a very bad writer. When you have to take, like, that quiz you take before you go to college in America, the ACT is the one we take on, like, the East Coast. My writing score on it was not that great. You aced biology? I don't know what it is about biology, but, like, I was fine at it, and I remember I, like, passed my regular biology with an A, but anytime I had to take anything other than, like, general initial introduction course biology or science, it's just, like, it didn't stick with me. I remember I took geology. Geology? Yeah. And I did okay in that, but not, like, it was just hard for me to remember stuff. Yeah. History, I was good at history. The AP classes I did in high school that was history, AP US history, AP all the AP maths, but I didn't do AP, like, language arts. or anything. Or I wasn't in AP biology or any. Actually, I wasn't. Oh god. I can't even remember, man. It's been so freaking long. I believe I was in, like, college biology and, like... It had to have been high school. And I probably did fine in it. But it just never really interested me that much. Between us, we have all the subjects. Yes. Oh, well, I mean, it has been... God, you guys. So my 10-year high school reunion was in 2023. So it's been 13 years. I did not take... I tested out of all my math classes in college. I did end up taking statistics again and some macro and micro, which is sort of math, but it's more... It's not really math. Economics has a lot of math in it, but it's very... It's not very, like... I don't know, it's pretty grounded. So I haven't taken a math course in a long time. 2023 was my 10 years out of college. Nice, nice. It's been... It's been a little bit over 6 years out of college for me, so I'm catching up to ya. It's crazy how fast time goes when you're, like, out of... Like, it just all blurs together when you're not in a college or, like, something that's changing every year. Like, when you're still in education, your life is still changing, like, every year, basically, right? But when you're out, even though that the years change, you're usually doing the same thing. So it all kind of starts blending together a little bit more. Yeah. Oh, no. There are a lot of benefits, but it's just crazy how time flies and yet goes so slow. I'm sure I could wax poetic about it if I was actually a good writer, but I am not, alas. The Roblox smile? I've never played Roblox. Does it look like a Roblox smile? I wanted him to look like he's nice and, like... I didn't want him to look smug. I just wanted him to look like he's a little awkward. Should I make him have, like... There we go. I've never been on Roblox, but I had a recommended video come into my inbox. Is the Lake Territories out? The recommended video acted like the Lake Territory Roblox was out. You finally bought the Tiger Heart Super Edition hardcover as my birthday gift. Ooh. I do remember that the interior cover for that is pretty. They had a demo. Is it like the same graphics or are they updating the graphics? Can you update the graphics in Roblox? I don't know how Roblox works. The 48-hour beta test was out last weekend. They skimmed over the interesting stuff. Okay. You can upgrade the graphics. Wait, do you have to pay for upgraded graphics or something? The way you said that implies that you have to like dish out some money for it. Oh my gosh. I feel like chat's moving a little fast. It's not really. Well, it says it's going 17 chats a minute, which is probably why I'm feeling like it's going fast. Usually we only have like, maybe like 5. It's in the setting when you join a game. It's free. Okay. I'm glad people enjoy it. Hello, I want... If it's laggy, then why do they even include high graphics? Is it like only laggy on the phone? Or, I mean, what's the point in having high graphics if it's just gonna lag to high heaven? Can they optimize them at all? His inner ear color. Aight. Okay. Trout shine. Oops, what did I do here? Oh, why are you so tiny? Okay, why is he tiny and everyone else is big? Ay. Okay. Whatever, man. Alrighty. Eel kit and heron kit. Eel kit and heron kit. Don't get twisted. Heron kit. Do they get apprentice names? Are they like gonna get older yet? How did I make it bigger without decreasing the quality? It probably did decrease the quality if you get close enough. But it's really big. They don't. They're still babies. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's Breeze Heart. That's Slow Shimmer Sketch. That's Rapid Splashes Sketch. Where is Gray Sky? There he is. Boop. Little babies. Let me double check what their descriptions are. I don't know why I'm drawing a freaking headshot for these guys, because they're probably going to live to adulthood and I'm gonna have to redraw them like 50 times. But you know, I don't care anymore. Silver and black, right? Silver and black, okay. So I wanted Eel Kit, looks like I wanted them. Eel Kit is a Tom. I wanted him to be no requests. Please don't y'all request at me. You can sell cute buttons. I do print out a lot of like random kits for like normie conventions that I go to. Because they are cute, so you're right. I have done that before. Heron Kit. I'm really excited to draw Heron Kit as older. I feel like she's gonna look very pretty. I want her name to be like Heron Stripe or something like that. But she's kind of bald. I meant like she's just, it's not that she's bald. She's also just like she's, I don't know how to, like, look at her. She looks like she's a Wind Clan cat. Like she's got no long fur on her at all. I mean, I change kit designs all the time. I just do. I'm glad that Heron and Eel are not apprentices yet. That means I can continue to push back their date of birth. He has hair. Eelkit does. I think I want his tail to be like, it looks, I see what I'm trying to do with his tail. It's hard to see. Oh, maybe I'm not. I thought I was going like this with his tail. And I wanted his, I think I'll probably end up doing something like a ribbon eel tail or something like that. Not sure yet. That could be fun. That's very River Clan-y of him. Pep, 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 pep. I want Heron Kit to be Why didn't I give them eyebrows? Oh, is it supposed to deliver today, Phoenix? Ooh. She's like got a very round face. I feel like I'm gonna draw her when she gets older. This is like her stripe, right? This is her eyeliner. She's gonna end up like this. And then she'll have like a long snout like a heron. This would be like concave. And she'll have some eyebrows. But I guess she'll be bald, right? Yeah, she'll have her mom's snout. For sure. She might get an extra set of eyelashes. Maybe she gets one on the bottom. No, I feel like... because I have it like this, right? It looks like a Squidward nose. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna draw her yet. But she is really cute. And she's got her... she's just a silver cat, but she'll have a little tail tip. Like she's inking like Okami. Okami wolf. The most luxurious hair ever. Something like that. Deepa. We'll see. I don't mind making her bald. I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger. I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with Heron Kit. She might become my new, like, minor character that does nothing ever for the plot, but I like her vibes. I think the Prefix Heron is really pretty. It sucks that we've only had it for Heron Wing. as heroine. She is my heroine. Has my OC changed? Like, you mean this one? No. Apple Cozy. She is iconic. I could never change her. She's had the same design for a little bit over 10 years. I have no desire to change her. My birthday is next month. Yep. End of the month. I think the last time I drew Apple was for a MFF post. How did I draw her for the MFF post? Hold on. Yeah. I tend to draw her like this now. Most of the time. The heart tongue is stolen from Osamatsu-san. We doing a map watch party? We are indeed going to be doing one. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn on my fan because I'm getting hot. It's hot in Topeka. 31, Grandma. Yup. Grandma. He's definitely gonna have more fluffy. I'll probably end up using these like tuffies. Like his tufts probably will end up going down, maybe. I don't know. Bleep blorp. Okay. I'll just give them blue eyes. I think both of their parents actually have blue eyes, which means they probably won't have blue eyes because that's how Warrior Cats works. But they're kits, so I'll just give them blue eyes. I'm gonna desaturate this a little bit. Baby 5 head? Yeah. For sure. Actually, he wouldn't have pink if he's got black fur. That's like only a white fur thing. But it's so cute. Do I have a video? There are certain streams that are like, if you look at the backlog, there are going to be streams where we design warrior cats. The newest streams would be like the Stormplan's Folly characters. That was, we designed like 4 or 5 cats a day for those streams. If you wanted to look back at them. That's like designing a cat completely from scratch. I think I drew Eel Kit and Heron Kit on stream though. Like, I'm pretty sure I drew these on stream, right? I did, okay. Oh, Phoenix, Phoenix. How angry Heron Kit looks. She's just got those, she's gonna have RBF when she grows up, but she's gonna be the sweetest cat ever, trust. She just has a little bit of RBF. She'll grow out of it, maybe. Actually, I need to change her shape of her eyebrows. Yeah, some cats just have RBF. My sister's cat has RBF. They definitely, like, work with it. It's just a personality trait. True. I feel like she needs a smaller nose. Okay. Both of my cats are cross-eyed. Oh, you're so cute. I give her pink. Okay. The most anyone has ever drawn Eel Kit and Heron Kit. Twice. Allegiance only, by the way. Heron Kit. Boop. What a lovely, happy family. Alrighty. That one is done. I guess we should draw Gray Mist. Malinose's Sneeze Cloud are gray mists. But I think other than that, this is like a dead family tree. Not dead, but you know what I mean. Like a completed. And then, well, we have to go up. We have to go up. But I think the only one that we could go up on is Blackclaw, right? Like canonly. What's Gray Mist look like? Pale gray tabby. She's like relatively a major character in Misty Star's Omen. But she doesn't show up narratively until Dark River. And she's mainly Allegiance only. The only ones that she's not Allegiance only in is Dark River, Misty Star's Omen, The Fourth Apprentice, and Mothwing's Secret. She wishes that Kate Carey said that she wishes that the three of Misty Star's 4 kits could have been Grey Mist, Rippletail, and Reed Whisker. Grey Mist is described with green eyes. Heavy Step and Vixen Leap were mates, and their daughters were Otterheart and Grey Mist. Okay. Let me look at the Magnum Opus and see what I did with Grey Mist. I have no strong feelings on like who should be her parents. I have her as a Skyheart Reedtail baby. I think I have her being the kit that Skyheart is seen pregnant with in Mothwing's Secret, I want to say. Because in Mothwing's Secret, Skyheart is seen as pregnant, and we never get to see if she actually ends up having another litter of kids. I think. Unless those kids are... Or is it like... I don't know. I'm gonna draw Grey Mist. I gave you extra stuff, Phoenix. I hope you like them. This is a perfect time to redraw Grey Mist, but I think I want to give her tufts more like her son. I like the mallow nose tufts. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay. Don't cry, Phoenix. It was the least I could do. I hope I got all of the ones that you commissioned for. I could only remember 3. But I tried... I couldn't remember if there was more than 3. Okay. I gave Phoenix some extra... Phoenix ordered something from my shop, and I gave them some buttons with the commission, like, headshots that they had commissioned me to do of their characters. I try to do that when I... If you guys tell me who you are and on my shop in, like, your comments, and you've commissioned me, I try to make them. But if you guys don't tell me, then I'm not gonna have any way to know. How did I draw this? Also, my glasses are fogging up. It's been a weird week in Ohio. I cannot decide whether I'm, like, my body is either hot or cold. I'll put on a sweatshirt and then I'll immediately want to, like, take it off because it's too hot. She has a little nose spot like her son. Sneeze Cloud doesn't look anything like her. Who do people usually make Grey Mist mate? Is it usually like... Agnolia, who do you pair with Grey Mist? You made her mate Voltooth, but you made him her brother. I mean, I probably wasn't like that. Hold on, let me look at the Magnum Opus current timeline. So I have them being... Okay, they're their older siblings, but yeah. No, wait. In my thing, it's Duskfur and Pinefur are Skyhearts. In my thing, I don't have them as anybody's. But yeah, you'd have to pick like Rippletail or like somebody. Or Rainstorm, maybe? I have Rainstorm being an Ember Dawn kit. possibly. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter that much. It can just be a random nobody. Leave the windows open. See, it's 55 outside. Maybe I'll give her a little bit of a roundness to her instead of her. Just to keep that round on her. I liked it sharp on the bottoms, and then she'll have some hair. Get up to the 60s later. Yeah, it's been crazy. The weather here has been crazy. It was like 70 degrees this last weekend. It was so nice. And then it snowed for 2 days. And I had to chip the ice off my car in the middle of March. And now it's warming back up again. And I don't know. My head is pounding. "55 degrees in Fahrenheit, in Celsius is like 10 or something, right? Isn't it like 10? Fahrenheit to Celsius. 12. 55 is 12. It was in the late 80s last week and it instantly dropped below freezing. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, it's annoying. I don't like. You're waiting for flowers to start showing up. I think they usually... So Mother's Day is usually like the weekend that you buy flowers to plant them, right? When's Mother's Day? Mother's Day is in May, so that's usually when you start buying flowers. In my experience. That's way late. Fair enough. April showers bring May flowers. It's technically not even spring yet. Spring is in 2 days, right? The solstice? Isn't the solstice in 2 days? Or the equinox is what I meant. The spring equinox. Is it tomorrow? It's like in a couple days, for sure. First day of spring. Cut some apple slices. You should get an apple slicer. Like one of those radial things where you just like push it down and cut the apple up. It's very worth it. I have one. They're super cheap. Reapply for my fishing license. I don't have a fishing license. I am jealous. Okay. I kind of losing, I mean, I'm not losing too much. Definitely has not as round of a face as she does in like this picture, but I like the ones because she does it. J-Claw does have the spinnies. Alrighty. Pike or muskellunge fishing. I don't feel like I've done a lot of like fishing in my life, and usually when we go fishing, it's like in a pond that has a very specific type of fish in it or something like that. Or it's just like stream fishing, where you just cast and reel back in, cast and reel back in. Start leaking into the rest of the room. I'm glad. I don't have all my posters on my wall. I do have a bit of posters. I feel like it's a little egotistical to put your own art on your wall, but I did it. It makes me feel a little weird. Not gonna lie, but I still did it. Okay. I don't feel as bad knowing that other people are doing it as well. Yeah, the problem with the Warriors family tree is that it's constantly updating. I feel like I'd have to do stickers or something. I don't know. I would have loved these headshots. I started doing family trees like this in my Excel sheet, and these headshots are what led me to want to make a poster based on them. So the ARC posters are my way of like printing out the Warrior design blog. That was the best I could come up with on something that wouldn't just become like redundant after the next book drops, you know? NPC Dovewing. Oh my god, you're so right. How dare they call you that, Grey Mist? Don't listen to them, Grey Mist. You're beautiful. Does look like Dovewing. No. Oh, goodness. What are we gonna do to fix that? Misty? Miss Grey Mist? I feel like I do want some stripes on her, but I don't know how. Like, she's got these gray misty-like stripies. Her sun colors? No. I don't want to change her colors. I don't really care. She only looks like Dovewing NPC because you don't see the rest of her body in her headshot. Fridge magnet family trees? That would be pretty silly. Or like those window stickers that you like, the replaceable stickers. Those things start to curl though. My dad gave me like the biggest brained idea in the entire planet once. And I still haven't figured out. I would love to be able to pull this off, but I've never been able to like figure out how I would have to pull this off. But he basically said that my forest prints, my camp prints, he was like, he was looking at this and he was like, you could have this picture of the empty camp, and then you could have like transparent films that you put on top of it to like change the scene. He's like, that'd be really cool. And I was like, that's the biggest freaking brain thing ever, because then you could like change it to be like, this is during Omen of the Stars, and you wouldn't have to draw the background again. You just have to redraw the cast. But I cannot find anywhere that will print a transparent film of the quality that I'm looking for, right? Because most of those transparent films were for like projectors and stuff like that. I've never been able to find somebody that has like an actually like good art print like quality that they can print on those transparents. So, but it was such a big brained idea, because then you could put it in a front loader frame, right? And you could like have the background on there, and you could just like swap out the little film. It'd be crazy. And then people that would be like, would you draw ThunderClan's camp during Pine Stars era or during like Thunder's era or something like that? Like I could be like, you can order the film, the era you want. Yeah, I guess I could do stickers. I would have to like but see, this is the thing, is that I don't know. I'd have to see, if I was gonna do stickers, I would want to place them manually to make sure that they were perfect every time, right? So like I would have to go in, peel off all the stickers, like carefully place them, and then like send it off. That's a lot of work. But yeah, I would love that idea. It's such a cool idea. My dad has some pretty good ideas. He also has some pretty bad ideas, but he does have some pretty cool ideas. And that was one of them. I haven't been able to do it though. He's the one that kind of thought, so when he gave me that idea, that was when I kind of thought about doing like, if I could do an entire enamel acrylic like stand, you know, the acrylic standees? I wish that I could do an acrylic standee of like the camp. Is like the background, and then maybe like you have like the high rock, like you have a couple of pieces that are on the standee, and like maybe like this, and then you could like buy standee poses to like place everywhere. But again, I have never been able to find somebody that would make a piece of acrylic. Like I would have to look very, but that is another idea. Like a piece of acrylic and a stand that's like this big. I've never been able to like, I'd have to go to like Alibaba or something. Like a place that has a lot more customization than, that can give you like specialized quotes and everything. Okay. So for official family tree, Mint for Ice Star, Gray Mist, Sneeze Cloud, Haven Pelt, we've got all those, we've got Dusk, Mist Pool. Okay, We're done with that. A family... See, that's the thing, right? Firestar's family tree keeps getting bigger every single book. Like, I can't just give a Firestar family tree that's gonna keep getting updated. Now, I can do that in my... And I have that in... Here, let me... You guys want to see the magnum opus? I know, you guys hate me. But, like, I have that in this document. Like, I have a family tree for Firestar right here. This is the family tree for him. I have one for Jake, and I have one for Pine Star, which is, like, basically Tiger Star's family tree. Green means they carry the Jane. And then green means they carry the gene. So, like, I can do this in a document like this where I can edit it as the books come out. But... yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, you guys. Discuss amongst yourself what you want me to tackle next. I will be right back. I return. Let's see what you guys were talking about. Blacklaw's parents, Broken Star. Thinking of Nifty tackling a warrior cat. I might. Snowfur has a headshot. Where is she? She would be in the prequels. Like Darktail's family tree? I think it's done. Because I did Smoke. I've done 1 star. I've done Darktail. Where's Snow? There she is. All the pins cleaned up? I don't think so. No. Stone, Moss, and Misty. Alder Spark, Shadow Pounce and Light, and Flame, Dawn, and Tiger still need cleaned up. Leopardfoot, yeah, I think she got into the... She did, right? Yeah, she's right there. We could go down the WindClan family tree. Well, okay. Blackclaw's parents. Hold on. Do they have parents? No. So, but if we do Blackclaw, then we have to do Skyheart. Yeah. We didn't do Skyheart, Pike-Tooth, and Shimmerpelt, but I don't know, man. Her and Nightpelt look like siblings. Yeah, they do. Nightpelt looks suspiciously like Ravenpaw, too. I don't know about how I feel about that. Bro, Stormtail, what are your eyebrows? They're like the freaking eyebrows from Fully Cooley. Hold on. They look like this. The guy that has like the seaweed eyebrows. Look at that. My goal one day is to get parents. Her and Nightpelt look like siblings. Have you done the Nightheart? Yes. He would be in the Starless Clan one. Hey, Janetta. Ugh. The WindClan family tree. I don't like WindClan that much, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm a WindClan hater. I'm a true WindClan hater. They go girl, give us nothing. I don't know if I've done Finch. Have I done Finchpaw? Finchlight? Is she in this? Yeah, she is. She is in this. Never look into the WindClan family tree. For some reason, it all ties back to Miss Mouse. Yeah. SkyClan's family tree? I do have a lot of SkyClan done. Well, a lot is maybe not the right word for it. There's a lot missing. I have done all of Violet Shine tree. Okay, I've done like all of Hawkwing and Pebble Shine's like tree, except for Robin and Starling Paw. Yeah, I've done Hawkwing, Tree, Violet Shine, Twig Brand, Troop Spring. I have Pebble Shine. This little X right here means I have her. I just haven't put her in. I did. Kai Scratch and Turtle. Fin and Dew. Reed Claw I haven't done. Fidget's done. Sandy and Plum. Leaf Star. There's a decent amount here. I don't think there's any headcannons on this family tree, by the way. I think it's all canon. Yeah, this is just my SkyClan canon family tree down here. I don't have a headcanon one. Yeah. Oh, and then Skystar's family is up there. Misty, Alder, Birch. And then all of these guys from Cloudstar's Journey / Code of the Clans. And then this is all recent Sky Clan. I don't think I have... Oh no, I do have Gravelnose and Wrenflight. Yeah, I don't think Miss Feather's even on this. Who's Low Branch? Low Branch is the name of Sky's mother, and from Artist Statement, she is the daughter of Honeyleaf, which is the last deputy of Sky Clan before they disband under Spiderstar. I'm having a hard time making them like a single generation separated for me. I feel like Low Branch might be like her granddaughter. But yeah. Do you guys want to try doing... Do you guys want to go on to Hawkwing's side? Or do you want to do Pebbleshine's side? Hawkwing's side or Pebbleshine's side? Hawkwings? Aren't they the same side? Box? Ignore this right here. Ignore these. Ignore this. Pebble, Pebble, Hawkwing, 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 Pebble. Okay. This is the River Clanning one. Let's make a new document called Sky Clanners. Yeah, we ignore these things. Hypothetically, we are told that Sparrowpelt and Cherrytail are siblings, but they live together as kitty pets. So hypothetically, they could have been adopted together, but maybe they're not genetically related. Hypothetical. The cope is unreal here. Okay. Root Spring. That is... What? Root Spring. Exit. Freaking good. That's just wild that they did that. Yep. Yep. Then I'll go into A Vision of Shadows. The best thing to do is make Cherry no longer Sharp's mate. But see, the thing is that for me, Hawkwing has a lot of scenes with them being his parents, so making them separate, like making them not his parents, it's a lot harder for me to do, basically, I guess. Because we see a lot of interaction between them. I'm de-StarClanifying Pebble Shine. Pebble Shine live. Bring me back to life. Save me from this nothing I've become. Okay. I think this is why she wasn't on the family tree sheet, because I was lazy and I didn't unstarclanify her, because I don't put StarClan cats on the family tree. Okay. Where are these? Kestrel, Smoke, Raven, Larksong, Violet Shine. Strike Stone! Where's Twig Branch? There she is. And where's Hawkwing? Where's Hawkwing? When did I draw him? There he is. Twiggy! And then where is Tree? There it is. What a lovely family tree this is. Alrighty. I'm gonna draw Sharpclaw. I know you guys hate me, but we're doing Sharpclaw first. We're working on Hawkwing's family tree. Let's not talk about let's not get too negative. Okay, Sharpclaw I have looking very similar silhouette-wise to his son. Not exactly as him though, but a bit. He has a pose because he looks like Buzzard Star. I guess I do headcanon Buzzard Star and Sharpclaw being related, so I guess I should probably put that in. My brother is mocking my art. I don't care. I literally don't care what your brother thinks about me. I don't even know him. I think it's weird that you decided to post that to me. Okay. Yeah, they look very similar. I don't know, he should probably have less of a face. Have I done the Tribe of Rushing Water family tree? I have not, Yuna. I would love to do it. I haven't even put the tribe into my timeline yet. It's hard. Do you remember any character that took you a longer time to draw other than others when doing the design challenge? I don't think any did. Personally. I can't think of any. They were all done very quickly. Sunbeam is different. Okay, so when I was doing the actual... So when I was redesigning Sunbeam, I was not doing the challenge anymore, if that makes sense. When I revisit designs, yes. It does take a lot longer. When I revisit designs, I'm specifically being like, okay, which of these designs, when I first drew them very quickly, just did not landed the worst. Running Nose, I redid 3 times when I was doing the actual... Okay, I can't just type running. I have to type in Running Nose. When I was doing Running Nose, I actually redid him, I think, 3 times. This was the first one I did, then I did this one, and then I did this one. So there are certain cats that I did redraw over and a little bit over and over. But they were all done, I was drawing, during actual COVID and stuff, I was drawing, 7 to 10 cats a day. Because I didn't have anything else to do. I literally, everyone understands. You had nothing else to do during COVID. I just drew cats. Get rid of his booger. His booger was getting hard for me to draw consistently. I want him to be more square. Sometimes I feel like I wonder if Sharpclaw should look more like 1 star because Darktail murks him, and in my mind I'm pretty sure he murks him because he has a good relationship with Hawkwing and he's jealous of him though. I don't think it's because he specifically looks like 1 star. I think it's just the bond that they had is what he hated. Hey, Universe. Thanks for the 5 euros. How's my day going? It's going pretty good. Sending love from Ireland. Ooh, we've got a couple Irish people in chat. You are very much welcome. A thing against ginger cats. Very interesting. I hope your day's going good, universe. I tried doing the warrior challenge back during COVID, but I kind of quit. Remember doing about 200. So back in the day, there was this challenge on DeviantArt that was the 100 popular cats challenge. It was like the 100 warrior cat challenge, and it had the popular warrior cats on it, right? I think that one is a better one for people to do most of the time because it's all characters that actually have a presence instead of having to do a bunch of like random no-name ones. If you don't like drawing, if you're not really a character designer, it gets boring. Not everyone is a character designer, and that's okay. But yeah, there is a 100. I don't know. It was back on DeviantArt when there was only like Omen of the Stars was the newest arc, so it probably needs updated. But I'm sure that somebody could cobble together the like 100 most well-known warrior cats. Wings of Fire is... I would love to be able to confidently draw dragons, but I feel like if I tried to do the Wings of Fire challenge, I would give up on it. I think I would get frustrated because I don't have... The thing about Wings of Fire is that I don't think about it enough to like want to design every single like character that's not even remotely relevant. Warrior cats is my hyperfixation. I have not watched the episode yet, Clover. I didn't know it came out. I will have to watch it soon, though. I'm like kind of debating. I never ended up watching Stone Ocean, so I'm kind of like, should I watch Stone Ocean? I know I read the manga and everything, but I kind of feel like I should watch Stone Ocean. Also, I don't know if I want to like watch an anime when it's being like simulcasted anymore. I kind of would love to just watch it when it is all out. It's not like I can get spoiled for it or anything. I have no idea, Hollow. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm just really into warrior cats. I've never been like diagnosed or anything. Any tips on backgrounds? Ugh, I have tips on backgrounds. We do background streams in here. I can't think of a lot off the top of my head, but my main one... Okay, your nose is pissing me off, my dude. My main one for people is to learn like basic composition. That helps a lot. Like, if you look up basic art compositions, you can kind of like start doing them in your backgrounds to make them feel more, at least make them feel more comprehensive and like less awkward, I guess. But any of the streams that are advertised, any of the streams that have titles that are like drawing this camp, drawing the four trees, stuff like that, or any stream that says something like Warrior Cat animated background or whatever. I do Warrior Cat animated backgrounds sometimes on stream. I haven't done any in a while. I guess I could do a couple on stream again. work on this big Five Nights at Freddy's videos. I spent all morning watching Five Nights at Freddy's timeline videos, and I've never even watched or played a single Five Nights at Freddy's game. I just think that the timelines that people make for Five Nights at Freddy's are fun. And I respect the timeline grind. The Five Nights at Freddy's timeline videos itch your brain so much as background noise. I completely understand. I understand completely, because me too. There are certain videos that I'll just go back to. I'll just keep watching the same exact like timeline videos over and over. Why is Sharpclaw taking so long? Yeah, Wendigoon's Five Nights at Freddy's is one of the ones that I cycle through. Wendigoon's videos I cycle through a lot. Any of his like ARG or video game analysis videos, I've probably watched them like 50 times. Just not even really watching them, just listening to them. Summoning Salt too, yeah. There's quite a few channels that I have that like do 7-hour, some of them do like 7-hour long like video game deep dives, and I'm like, this is perfect, thank you. This is exactly what I needed to keep me focused for the nice 7-hour work day of drawing. Okay. The Steam Spring Sale. Oh goodness. I haven't bought a single game this month. I don't know which game I want to buy. Maybe I'll finally buy Subnautica. Is Subnautica on sale? It probably is. I've been wanting to play Subnautica for a while. I need to buy the, or maybe I'll get the Outer Wilds. That's another game that I've been really wanting to play. Yeah. I don't like his nose. I don't think it needs the lion on it, is what's giving it to me. And I think his hair needs to be smaller. Like his little tuffy. Pokotopia doesn't really interest me. It's like, if I wanted to play a game like that, like, I would just play Animal Crossing. I just have absolutely no interest in playing Pokotopia. It's just watered down Animal Crossing. I just don't care. Also, it's $70, whereas Subnautica is probably like $10 right now, and I'd probably get more enjoyment out of it. Yeah, it's $70. I've played Zero Escape. It is really good. 10 out of 10 would recommend to people that like puzzle games. Okay, that's fine. I have bought one game for my Switch 2. Well, technically 2, but I bought one $70 game for my Switch 2. And I can't say that they've put out any other game that I felt like was worth the $70. I bought Kirby Air Riders, and it's really fun. And I bought it because nostalgia, and also because Sakurai, the guy that created it, said that it would not have any DLC, and what you see is what you get, and I respect that. And I bought it. It's more of a combination of Animal Crossing and Minecraft. Well, both Animal Crossing and Minecraft are probably way better than whatever Pokotopia is. Just because it has Pokemon in it doesn't make it better. I don't know. I can't imagine when I'm in the mood to play Animal Crossing / when I'm in the mood to play Minecraft, they're two completely different moods. No shame. I've heard that Pokotopia is... It's really hard to say that game name, by the way. Horrible, like, to say it. But I've heard that it's good. I've heard people that bought it are fine with it. I just don't think that it's worth the money for me. See, more like Viva Pinata. I just want a Viva Pinata. I would shell out $70 freaking for a Viva Pinata re-release. Dude. I would shell out $70 for a Viva Pinata re-release. In a freaking heartbeat. I am pissed at Pokemon. I have been pissed at Pokemon since Legends Arceus came out. Not Legends Arceus, sorry. Legends Z to A. And I refuse to pay $70 for their games right now. I do like Pokemon. I do not like what Pokemon has become. I literally just can't play Pokemon anymore. I literally feel like I'm giving them money for, like, the bare minimum. Not to be, like, negative or anything. I just don't appreciate their business practices right now, so I don't want to buy games from them. I don't like this stripe right here on that side of his face. I don't think that wins. I just hate the fact that they're not doing cell shading. They're still doing this stupid soft lighting with like hyper realistic textures. It looks ugly. Who keeps approving this freaking texture? Anyway, I'm done talking about it. I apologize. I don't like being negative. It makes me not happy. I miss Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield's 3D graphics were the best. They were vibrant. The Pokemon models looked very beautiful. It was, in my opinion, the best 3D models they've put out. I don't like that bright red I've decided to put on him. It's not that the models were improved, Furnace. First of all, everyone that hates Sword and Shield says they hate the environments. You want to know what's the thing is that about a Pokemon game, and I respect that they know this, the important thing is to get the models right for the Pokemon. Everybody is like, oh my god, the trees look so bad, blah, 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 blah. Well, you want to know what Sword and Shield had? At least they had freaking interiors that I could go into, so that it felt like the world was living in. Otherwise, because Sword and Shield had that. Legends Arceus had that. Scarlet and Violet, you couldn't go anywhere inside. And then Zeta A, you can't go anywhere inside. So it's like, that sucks. I don't care that their freaking trees look horrible when the actual models look really good. The cell shading looked really good on them. They were HD. They were exactly what, like, they were cartoony and vibrant, just like what I think the art direction for Pokemon should be. They should lean into it. It's not hyper realistic because it starts to look creepy. There's an uncanny valley that they crossed in Scarlet and Violet with like the hair texture on these anime, very anime-y hairstyles on like the trainers and stuff that just look horrible. Yeah, but at least there was interiors, Furnace. They are literally downgrading every single gen. They've been downgrading. I don't agree with you, Furnace. People hate on Sword and Shield just for the environments. I'm not playing Pokemon for the environments, but they did have good color palettes and they did like immerse me into the world, and that's all that they need to do for Pokemon. Scarlet and Violet didn't even have that. Everything is muddy. I can't see jack crap when I'm playing it on, like, handheld because everything's so freaking tiny. No, I don't think it's a step down. When you look at like the 3DS models, I don't understand how you could see Sword and Shield's graphics as being a step down from like X and Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun and Moon. Like, I just don't understand how you could see that as being a step down. Those models looked horrendous. I guess. My praise is that overall, I like the art direction of Sword and Shield a lot more than Scarlet and Violet. That is my praise. I never said anything. I like the art direction that Sword and Shield took from the next gen. I don't care about the interiors, Furnace. I care that they're there. Because now they're not showing up anymore. But my point about the interiors is that they make the world feel lived in. Whereas I can go into somebody's house and kind of just like, oh yeah, somebody does live here. Whereas in Scarlet and Violet, everyone's just outside all the time. I don't know. It feels sad. Hey, Nathan. Well, the 3DS models are good, and I like how they're rendered much better. I don't know why they had to, like... I don't hate the 3D okay. I don't hate the 3D models from the 3DS version for the Pokemon. I don't like how they're rendered. They have to be rendered in a way that they're very, like, compressed in the 3DS. But I think overall the models are fine. I'm talking about the way that they're rendered. Like, with the cell shading that's more like Breath of the Wild or Wind Waker. And in Sword and Shield, they upped the cell shading, and they gave that rim lighting to it. It's very pleasant to look at. Whereas when I see people do battling for Scarlet and Violet, the models are muddy. I can't even, like, they're not vibrant at all because they've put this texture over them. They're very, like, their lighting is just, they look like PS2 games. Because they're trying to lean into more of a realistic style where I don't think Pokemon needs to do that. I don't think anyone is coming to Pokemon for them to lean into a more hyper-realistic style. Also, not to mention the freaking performance of Scarlet and Violet on the system it was made to be being just like the most atrocious thing ever. I don't like Scarlet and Violet. I like the Pokemon designs. I don't like that game. I don't think I got my money's worth out of that game, and that was a $60 game. And now I have to pay $70 when I didn't even I didn't even think that was worth paying $60. I do like Sword and Shield, and I do think I got $60 worth of entertainment out of Sword and Shield. Oh yeah, I'll give him the white chin. I'm sorry, guys. I'm being very negative. I get pissed at Pokemon for what it's doing right now because I genuinely love Pokemon. It was my fandom. When I was a kid, I loved Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I feel like I've thrown so much money at them and they're giving me the bare minimum. And I'm tired of it. It's a toxic relationship. And I'm stopping the cycle. Sharpclaw. Okay, Cherrytail. She's got like a... Okay, no, she's... I don't really like her face that much. I remember... Did I change her at all for the Sky Clan Gorge picture? This is the thing, JB, is that they'll improve it just enough to appease people. They'll do the bare minimum again. They've been doing the bare minimum. I admit, Sword and Shield's upgrades are bare minimum. They've been doing the bare minimum for years. I'm listening to Mario Kart again. It makes me happy. No, not since Sword and Shield. I would argue that X and Y did the bare minimum. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire did the bare minimum. I would argue that Sun and Moon did the bare minimum. I don't believe that it started with Sword and Shield. I think that Sword and Shield gets a lot of hate because it's the first one that doesn't have the National Pokédex or whatever. But I don't know. I literally don't think it started with Sword and Shield. I remember playing Sun and Moon and being like, this is boring. I would say I would honestly say the last time they did something other than the bare minimum was Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and everyone loves that game. I mean, I don't know. The thing about arguing with people that like Pokemon is that it's like talking to a wall. One of my friends loves Pokemon. He literally, the only games he plays are Pokemon. I'm not even joking. Like, I don't think I've seen him play, like, maybe, like, a couple other games, but the majority of what he plays is Pokemon. He spends a lot of money on Pokemon cards. He does so much, he does competitive, all that stuff. Trying to explain to him how I become disillusioned with, like, Pokemon is like talking to a brick wall. Like, he doesn't care. He doesn't care that they're giving the bare minimum. It's okay. Yeah, I know, Nathan. It just makes me sad. Anyway. It's whatever, man. Anyway, I will not be buying Poketopia. I would like to stop talking about Pokemon now. Okay, so her name is Cherrytail. Yeah, I don't really like my Cherrytail that much. I don't even know how to make her, like, more interesting. guess she doesn't have to be more interesting. I mean, I did draw her. Yeah. Well, her name is Cherrytail. I don't feel like I have to do anything to her face to make her more interesting, except for maybe like shape her up a little bit. What does Blossom Heart look like? Oh yeah, I don't like her either. What does Cloudness look like? Any true Megalovania games? Have you played Ori? Yeah, they all have like... I do think she should keep her puffy cheeks. I don't want her to look like Cherryfall though. Cherryfall also why do I give all the cherries? No, she's got pointy ones. Yeah. Ori and the Blind Forest are two really good Metroidvania games. They won Game of the Year the year that they came out. Well, the year that the first one came out, it won Game of the Year. What other Metroidvania games have I played? Other than Hollow Knight. Oh, Animal Well is a Metroidvania? I didn't know that. I actually have that in my library. I need to play it, but I thought it was a puzzle game, not a Metroidvania. No, that's a roguelike. I'm getting Metroidvanias and roguelikes mixed up with each other. She's got like... Yeah. Her tufts go like behind her. It's a Metroidvania with puzzle elements. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's on my list. I bought it. One of my friends suggested I get it, but I thought it was because it was a puzzle game and not because it was a Metroidvania. I need to play that. I've just been so busy to play any games lately. I usually just watch people play games. Yeah. A Satisfactory hard mode. Satisfactory is a game that's been on my wish list for a while. I did finally buy Factorio, which is... It's essentially... Satisfactory and Factorio are like the same game, but one of them is 2D and one of them is 3D. So I need to dig deep into Factorio before I, like, move on to Satisfactory. Me and my friend play it, and we haven't gone very far yet. We're just like we just set up our oil processing. I thought your Cherrytail had hair this whole time. Were you mixing her up with like a different cherry? I think all my other cherries have hair. Factorio is really good. If you like factory building games, Factorio is like the factory building game. I thought the brown part was her head was hair. Oh, you mean like Swoopy? I guess I can see that. I can see that. No, she doesn't have hair. I do be giving cats hair like they're going out of style though. Cherry and Sharpclaw only have 1 litter. Tiny Cloud and Sparrowpelt have 2 litters. What's a prefix suffix that Weirs hasn't used that you really hope that they use soon? I want wood as a suffix. I think that, yeah, that would work as a suffix. Something wood. I think that they should use falcon. Falcon has never been used as a suffix or a prefix. I think that a good suffix would be main. I've never used that yet. I think ice could work as a suffix. In very, like... Maybe not. Pale ice. I don't know. Chipmunk is just a little bit too long, I feel like, to be a suffix. Or a prefix. I feel like they could use fish as a prefix. We've never had just a regular old fish cat. They've definitely had pheasants in warrior cats. I could see like Pheasant Cry being a warrior cat name. Pheasant cry. Two syllables can work, but the suffix has to be a single syllable, in my opinion. There are a couple, like starling feather and stuff like that, but they're just such a mouthful when you have like a really big, or like weasel whisker. They work, but they're just like a little bit too long. Pheasant cry could work. I could see that being one. Carp. We technically have gotten a carp, or they have thought about using a carp suffix before, like Vicky had, because Vicky and Suzanne did give one of Leopard Star's siblings the carp suffix, or the carp prefix. Tulip has been used. Tulip is an official suffix. It's on the family tree. One of Ashfur and Ferncloud siblings is called Tulip Kit. No raccoon. Yes, Badger, Badgerfang. It's been used once. I do believe they could bring it back. I think it could be used again. Yeah, acorn's been used a couple times. Cranes? Yeah, crane could be a good prefix. I keep saying suffix. There is an acorn tail, Nathan. That's already a Canon warrior cat. From Code of the Clans. Raccoon Flash. Yeah, I think longer prefixes can work, but they have to be paired with like a shorter suffix. Otherwise, it's just really long. Does she have a Canon eye color Cherrytail? Oh, she's old now. Yeah, she's got green eyes. Okay. I kind of want to change her eye shade. Kind of like to a paler sort of green. Like a softer color. Swan's been used. Stork has been used. Pond has never been used. I feel like they could definitely use pond. Like pond splash or something like that. Werecats quiz. Do you guys want to? We can do the prefix quiz. You guys want to do the prefix quiz, where we have to name all the prefixes, so that you guys can know. Everyone who has heron in their name's dead. No, there's a heron kit. It's like a really quick quiz. We will speed through it. We will literally speed through it. It can give you some ideas of which ones have been used. Everyone that's watching the VOD right now is like, groan. I'm sorry. Okay, cherry kit. Oh, I literally wrote cherry kit. Cherrytail. Okay, and then we'll work on the other siblings that aren't as important. Oh, no, you're fine, Furnace. I appreciated the conversation. I feel like I wasn't... It's very... It is hard to have a conversation like that when there's, like, this delay. There is stream delay. But I don't mind it at all. I was more getting frustrated because I really want to like Pokemon, and it pisses me off that I feel like my rose-tinted glasses have broke, and I wish that I could like Pokemon again. I am hopeful for wins and waves, but I didn't really appreciate the shading style that they came out with during like the teaser, and I was like, No, you're fine. Alrighty, let's do the prefix quiz really quick. They're really quick. Werecats all prefixes, A through M. Down. Can you guys see? Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. Can you name all the prefixes? So this is just A through M. We have 15 minutes. I bet we can do this in 5 minutes, you guys. Are we ready? Fire. Okay. Fire, amber, apple, maple, crow, bat, dark, acorn, carp, hazel. Acorn, adder, alder, aspen, arc, adder, lake, ash, blaze, billy, breeze. We got lake. Elder, mint, echo, egg, deer, minnow, cinnamon, bloom, breeze. We got doe, bramble, cranberry, swan, carp, dead, water, sun, cloud, ember, bella, hawk, holly, lion, bark, boulder, haven, jay, bracken, going down, lion, cypress, frost, bluebell, and blue, curl, fawn. What's it? Tumblr. It's just A through M. Immortal. Curly. Fur we got. Dawn. Dark. Dew. Dandy. Berry. Flicker. Flint. I think flint should be used more often, honestly. Dapple. Mouse. Mud. Maple, midge, mallow, marsh, meadow, mint, fidget, gray, cloudy, we got drift, frost, we got one, nope, it's A through M, bristle, ash, I think we got fallow, feather, did we get, okay, half, hail, hail should be used more often, hair, it's A through M, bounce, definitely, flip, eel, eagle, ember, I got ebony, we definitely need, ebony's so pretty, flip and fin, I always get them together, flax, cone, Harvey, haven, we got flutter, we got fly, fox, no burrow, echo we got, flax we got, fern, gust, gust is a good one that they introduced, I'm glad they introduced that one, flip, okay, yeah, we got flip, ferret, gale, fallen, goose, golden, golden, grass, gull, gravel, flip I think we got, we need hollow, honey, hay, finch, furs, hoot, fuzzy, moon, moth, fuzzy we just got, cinder, leaf, of course my freaking thing dies during that stupid quiz, long, low, juniper, jump, hairy, dusk, dust, dove, eel we got, haven we got, eagle we got, I think we have all the E's. Fuzz is not one, but fuzzy is one. We need down, dove we've got, doe, dragonfly, duck, dandelion we got, dream is not one, jackdaw has not been used. It's been used for, Dawn of the Clan names are not in this. Hill, hickory, heavy, heather, heavy, heron, ivy, ice, fluff we got, deer we got, fawn we got, briar, bumble, blossom, bloom we got, black, birch, hound, we need big and bug from that, we need claw, kink, kestrel, kite, we need larch and leaf, and leap is a new one, lichen, lavender, lark, monkey, bird, crescent, there's a chestnut, there's no crest, ant, hunt, lavender has been used, branch, monkey, why is monkey being freaking hidden? That's so weird. Morning's a good one. Long, little, leopard, lynx, golden, maggot, lost for lost face, golden we got, we need light, lightning, and lizard, moon, mallow we got, maple we needed, milk, did we get mouse? We did, dark, I know I lied, I'm sorry. Wind, no. Lynx, it's A through M, Yuna. Ice. Oh, maybe Agnolia. But, like, just the word? I guess. They're probably just being careful. We need mist, misty, moss, mossy, mistle, amber we got, maggot we got, log, frost, fall. We need fog, we need frond, we need freckle, we need fringe. Yeah, this is every warrior's prefix, silver. Log we got. Which is the one we're missing in between lost and low? Moss. We need myrtle, bay, mumble, model. Did we get feather? Yes. We need mole. Fidget we got. Frog we need. Goose. Who is between goose and grass? Green? Gray? Gravel? Gorse. I think it's loud. Oh yeah, loud belly. I always forget loud belly. Coop. Beetle. Bee, beetle, beach. Okay, we're gonna go up. We need badger still. We need blizzard. We need broken. We need bright. We need brindle, bristle. We got bristle. We need brave. Heavy we got. Broken, brown, brush, and I don't know who's the other one. Buzzard. Fallen we got. Pink is not one. Dead we got. We need cinder, cedar, chestnut, cherry, clover. Yeah, Braveheart. And we need cranberry. We need cricket. We need cricket, crouch, flicker, fidget we got, cranberry. We need copper. We need somebody else. I can't remember who that other one is. Crouch. Yeah. I don't know who that one is. Between cricket and crayon. Creek. Brook. Blaze. Yeah, we got no flea. Cypress. We're missing daisy. Dainty. No. We're missing hatch. Going up, going up. We're missing meadow, marsh, maple, marigold. Cinnamon. That's a good one. No, we got cinnamon. Okay, who are we missing in between lightning and lion? And then we're missing some between fire. We need flower. We need flash. We need flame. We need float. Flare? No. We need fleet and flail. Little? We got little. And then we need hope. We need hop and hope. We need drizzle. And in between dawn and dark, we need dash. Lichen? We got... Oh, lily. Lily's a good one. Who's in between feather and fern? This is fennel. And then somebody between chestnut. Okay. And then we're missing jagged from Jagged Tooth. Okay, so now we're just missing this chestnut. This one after chestnut. Is it... S-H-S-C-H-O? Or is it a C-I? I don't think it's a C-I. I think it's a C-H. Chive, thank you. Okay. Chive is a good one. They should do more herbs. They should do more herbs. Okay, so. Out of this list, I think acorn should be used more often. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. Acorn should be used more often. I think bark should be used. I think badger should be used again. I think briar should be reused. I think that one's fine. Buzzard. There's no, like, falcon. We need more bats. Yeah. Dock. Yeah, that could work. That could work. Hail definitely should be used. I think they should use gust again. I don't know. Days could be a fun prefix. Yeah, it could. Okay. Flurry's never been used. Well, there is a cat named Flurry. Okay, let's draw Duskpaw. I want to draw Duskpaw. He's so silly. Well, I think that Link's Kit was killed. Link's Kit was like named posthumously or whatever. Posthumously. Whatever. I'm gonna look up how to pronounce that. Does Duskpaw have an eye color? I can't wait for Duskpaw to give Hawkstar a life. Smile. Just a ginger tabby. No eye color. He can have like his mom's eye shape. Make it yellow? Like the same color as Hawkwing? A potential... Dude, Agnolia, potential 9 lives are always on my mind. I always think about that. I have done a potential 9 lives for Rowan Star before. Hey, Saturn. Did you make that last life Ivy Tail? I don't know. Is that like a canon thing? Imprisoned in cheese. Get cheese, nerd. She was his apprentice. I probably gave him Ivy Tail as like a 9 life person. I can't remember where I put that. Rowan Claw Callanpaw and Ivytail are both his apprentices. I think they both gave him a life. And I believe that, like, Black Star gives him a life, obviously. I 100% believe that every single leader gives the next one a life. Like, I refuse to believe that there is never an instance where that doesn't happen unless, like, the leader went to the Dark Forest. You know? I hate when they make it so that not even their predecessor gives them a life. I hate when they do that. Narratively, I think it's so weak every single time they've done it. It's never been satisfying. What's my favorite? What is everyone's favorite cheese? Provolone, Kobe Jack, cheddar. These are all good. I don't know if I have a favorite cheese. I just love cheese. Yeah, I don't care what Crooked Star's life, like, what Leopard Star's honor says. Crooked Star gave... Yeah, exactly. I hate when they're like, oh, hasn't he worked enough? I'm like, dude, no. There's no way this wouldn't happen. I think that he's almost... How old is he when he dies? I want to say he's almost a warrior when he dies. Okay, there's no confirmed. I like Munster. Munster is like a really good cheese. I had Munster today on my turkey sandwich. What's another... Oh yeah, Misty Star's ceremony. Leopard Star doesn't give her a life, does she? I don't think Leopard Star gives Misty Star a life. Which pisses me off. Yeah. She doesn't. I hate that. Munster? I like it. It's a good cheese. It's a good cheese with crackers. Yeah, it does. I agree, JB. I agree wholeheartedly. Or it's like, I can also see, like, obviously Bramble Star. Honestly, I think it'd be really interesting if one of Squirrel Star's lives is given to her by Bramble Star. Like, he is able to, like, even though he's living. I think that would be a really cool idea if they're both there. And he has to, like, give a life to Squirrel Star. Doesn't that seem kind of cool? Yeah. That seems kind of cool to me. I feel like that could work. Does anyone here hate a specific cheese with a burning passion? Not really. I like probably cottage cheese, but is that really cheese? I can't eat cottage cheese. It's a texture thing. Squirrel Star's leader ceremony would be so easy to populate. I don't know if we'll ever see it, though. I'm kind of still on the... I'm about a 50-50 on if she did receive all 9 of her lives, or she's only got, like, 3 of them. I'm kind of on the fence for it. I could see it going either way. Only eat cottage cheese and lasagna. I don't even really like lasagna that much. It's so heavy. It's such a heavy dish. It always makes me feel like slow and lethargic after I eat it. Because I always end up eating too much of it. Ugh. Also, I threw it up once. That's a TMI. But yes, you know that when you have had food and been sick off of it, it's very hard to re-eat it. Feta? I've had feta in lasagna before, but that seems like a waste of feta. Have you guys ever had a Greek burger? It's a burger with feta on it. It's really, really, really good. I love feta cheese. You hate pepper jack? I think I have pepper jack. I have pepper jack in the fridge. I like it on my grilled cheese. It gives it a little bit of a pop. I put it on the grilled cheese with cheddar. Oh, the quiz is still pinned? Yeah. 9 potential the list of potential 9 lives candidate for Hawkwing. Sharpclaw, Duskpaw, Echo Song, Bouncefire, Billy Storm, Sandy Nose, Firefern, Stormheart, Riley Pool. Pebble Shine should be on there. For sure, 100%. Go to the fridge and explode it? No! Echo Song, Sandy Nose, Firefern, Stormheart. Rally Pool, Mistfeather, Patchfoot, Honeytail, Kite Scratch. I could see if Wasp Whisker is dead. Wasn't that his mentor? Or was Ebony Claw his mentor? Ebony Claw might be dead. I'm almost wondering if, like, Leaf Star is gonna sacrifice herself. And, like, she's gonna just die and make him a successor or something. The way they've been dancing around it makes me wonder. It's like, why even introduce it if it's just, like, not even going to be resolved? It's just, it just pisses me off. I hate how wishy-washy all of Changing Skies has been so far. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, just get on with it. That's how I feel when I'm reading Changing Skies. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Okay, he's got his dad's colors, so I definitely didn't want him to look like his dad. I think it's because they're not good at building suspense. It's not even suspense at this point. It's literally just like, hey, have you guys changed leaders yet? No. Okay. It's not even, like, leading to any, like, fun drama-filled moments. That's the thing. Hey, Mion. No, we're not talking about the new books. We're just talking about, well, we're not talking about the book that's coming out next week, or not next week. It's in 2 weeks, right? It's in, like, 10 days-ish. Skystar, Sparrow Star, Micah, Cloud Star, Buzzard Star, Spider Star, and Skywatcher could probably make a surprise appearance. Yeah, or, Have we seen Hairstar's? No, I don't have any good ideas for Hairstar. What do you guys think about Hairstar? He's kind of a bit of a nothing burger. I think well, okay, that's a lie. We have seen some of Hairstar's. We know that Gorestar, Windstar, and One Star all give Hairstar a life, but that's it. So we have seen a little bit of his 9 life ceremony. Okay, and Mothlight gives him a life, apparently. So we know 4 of his lives. Windstar, Gorestar, Mothlight, and One Star. You can tell he's a nobody because 3 Dawn of the Clans characters were picked to inhabit his leader's ceremony. He could have like Sunstrike, Fur's Pelt, Boulder Fur, stuff like that. Yeah, my words aren't coming out anymore, you guys. You guys know how it is. Once I've hit like the 3-hour mark, my mouth doesn't work anymore, and it's just mush mouth the whole entire time. Y'all been new. Tallstar, Deadfoot, Mudclaw, Barkface, Greywing, Windstar, Gorestar, Mothlight, and One Star. Tallstar, Deadfoot. That's like such a... What are all the cats that live... Okay, hold on. Guys, I'm getting so distracted. All of a sudden. Let me see which cats die in the Great Battle. Okay. From Wind Clan, Ashfoot, Owlwhisker, Swallowtail, Thistleheart, Sunstrike, Boulderfur, Webfoot, Torn Ear. See, I could see Sunstrike and Boulderfur because I think Sunstrike, trained in the Dark Forest with him. I agree with the Ashfoot. Do we know who his mentor was? And we don't know who his mother is. Dandelion. And then I said Fur's Pelt because Fur's Pelt would have been newly killed. Do you think we'll get Ivy Star? I think that there's a strong possibility that we'll get Ivy Star. Honestly, I don't think we will get Ivy Star. I don't know. I think that I wouldn't put it past them. Did you guys pick an eye color for Duskpaw? Y'all said yellow. I don't agree with... I understand that they're doing Squirrel Star just because that's literally what everyone in the fandom wanted. But narratively, it's just like... I kind of wish they would stop relying so heavily on characters that were introduced in the first and second arcs. I feel like it's to the detriment of the newer characters for the most part. I mean, with the speed that the plot goes nowadays, I don't feel like we're ever gonna get any new cat that's been introduced from like these last 3 arcs as leaders. The pace that we're going is so slow. Like, they have to pick up the pace if they want to give us, like, interesting... And then half of these characters haven't even had an apprentice. I mean, by the time that Fireheart is in book... So by the time that Fireheart has been in 3 books, he's already technically... You could argue that he's already had, like, 2 apprentices. Because he had Cinderpaw, he basically trained Brackenpaw, too. And he was beginning to train Cloudpaw. But if they pick up the pace, they can't give us 6 books of filler, yeah. They should just do the Chad move that the Prophecies Begins and the new Prophecy did, where there was like 18 months in between the arcs. That was enough of like a hard reset. Well, they did it again for A Vision of Shadows. This is typically the time where they reset. Like, if you think about it. So they basically did a reset at the end of Omen of the Stars, where they went to do Dawn of the Clans, and then they went back to the main timeline, and they have 4 arcs again. Bam, 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 bam. So after this arc is a good time for them to reset. But we will see if they actually end up doing it. I don't think that they're going to stop making books anytime soon. I think they're making more money than they've ever made before. And they're bringing on new people. I'm pretty sure that Cherith is leaving, possibly at the end of this year. They're bringing in 3 new people to write for Warrior Cats under Aaron Hunter. I'm pretty sure they're stretching it out because they don't know what they want to do. I feel like they have... So I feel like the writing team knows what they want to do by the end of the book, but they have no idea how to... It's kind of like a Power of 3 situation, where they probably have a scene in mind, or like all of Power of 3, the only thing that was set in stone was the fire scene, and I think like Hollyleaf killing Asher afterward. And so they probably have this like grand thing happening, and we're gonna get a freaking Power of 3 thing where all 4 of the books, I mean, this is also cope because this is assuming. But Changing Skies is really feeling like one of these arcs where they probably have a really good idea for how to end it, but they don't know how to like fill up 6 books with it. So we're gonna get 4 books of nothing, and then everything is gonna happen in the last 2 books. That's the vibe I'm getting from it right now. Alrighty, do we want to do Blossom Heart or Cloud Mist? What do you guys want? Why? There's no reason for them to make 6, not 6 books when they can make us buy 6 books. It doesn't, a lot of people will be like, oh, well, a lot of Aaron Hunter series is now are only like 5 books. And I'm like, why would they ever make less than 6 books? That's more money. We obviously, I mean, and I'm talking about myself. I'm fully aware that I'm of the self-awareness. I will buy 6 books of nothing. So like, why would they make it cheaper for me if I'm already going to shell out for 6 books? Blossom, Cloud Mist, Blossom. Blossom. I do want to redesign Blossom Heart, like, completely. So I think that'll be a good one to end on it. I don't really have any good ideas for Cloud Mist. She doesn't have kits, right? She's just kind of an NPC. Yeah, she doesn't have kits. She's, like, allegiance only for the majority of her life, right? She's in Thunder, and she's not allegiance only in Elder's Quest. But she's allegiance only throughout... And she's not allegiance only in Darkest Night. Vicky Holmes said in an interview released a few days ago that New Prophecy was supposed to be 3 books, but then HarperCollins said Warriors was making so much money it should be 6. Yeah. So it's like, why would they never do more than, like, they will always do 6. People expect 6. They're gonna be willing to dish out for 6. Monetary-wise, which is the only thing that HarperCollins cares about for Warriors, there's no reason not to make 6 books. She's like dying from the sickness in the Elder's Quest? Okay. So, Blossom Heart is Ridgeglow and Duskshine's mom. Yeah, I would agree with that, JB. Everybody knows, and I'm fully aware that I am complicit in this, but Warrior Cats understands that it doesn't have to be the Mona Lisa to make money. They have us. It's a Pokemon situation. They can give us the bare minimum and we will be happy with it. I am fully aware I am in a glass house and I'm throwing stones. We all have our unconditionally, our series, our little media, our hyperfixation that we will love unconditionally no matter what. Where did the reddish brown fur? Well, her dad had ginger fur, and then Harry Brooks, her mate, and he has orange in his bloodline, so I guess that's where it came from. I don't really think about that much. Eye color for Blossom Heart, everybody? She's very clearly, like, I just made her a copy of her mom. Why is the cover art for Renegades so much better? Because they have to sell the book. I know. I did the heart-shaped pattern because I was like, oh, well, her name's Blossom Heart, but she's just gonna look like an owl, I think. But we'll try it. She's like, is she the kind sister? She's the one that sticks around. Her and Hawkwing definitely have a better relationship than the other siblings. And I remember her being fairly optimistic. And she's a lot more loyal because she's the one that, when Cherrytail and Cloudmouth stay behind with Barley, she stays with SkyClan, so she's a lot more loyal. Turquoise eyes? I don't know yet. But with a name like Blossom, I always want to design them like rounder. I doubt that, JB. I honestly feel like they want Renegades to look like Warriors because they know that the people that will like Renegades and the people that read Warriors, it's the same demographic. So they probably want to lean, and it's not like them mistaking Renegades for Warriors is going, like, they own both of them. Looks like she has hair. I will not be reading Renegades, but I'm just not the demographic to, like, pick up another Werecats book series. I mean, I guess I will read it if, like, people say it's like the bee's knees. It's, like, the best thing I've ever read in my entire life. But I don't know, man. I don't know who's writing the Renegades at all. Do we know who's writing Renegades? Aaron Hunter. When does it come out? Oh, there's another. Wait, hold on. Did you guys see that they've already gotten the second book's cover is released? Blue Star, is that you? I just mentioned they spoiled the first book. Why do they keep doing this crap? SSS Warrior Cats are boss? No. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, wait, hold on. Look at her, she's so cute. Wait, I have to try to render this. I don't know. This might not stay. I just wanna see if this will work. It looks like, see, there's a thing about giving cats hair that, like, this might just be too much. Like, there's a point where it doesn't look like a cat anymore for me. Or, like, it looks... Like, when I give cats hair, they still have to look good beside cats that don't have any hair, you know? I don't know how to explain it, but this might be too much. But I want to try coloring it in and seeing. I want to see if I can make it work. This is the cool thing about doing the Warrior Cat Design blog, like the challenge when you're doing it, because you can just like make a random character look like this and you don't have to keep it. I think it might work because this isn't going to be its own, like this is not a line. This was just me maybe drawing like a marking design. So it might still work. We will see. Like, for Kestrel Wing, that was the first time that I tried, like, this feathery sort of pelt look on a cat, and I really liked it, and I ended up using it again for Hawkwing. So... Have you ever designed a cat and then changed which cat the design is for because it fits better? I think I have, but I can't, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, but I can't remember a specific instance. I was trying to think of an instance. I remember, so I specifically remember changing, okay, here, I'll show you. So when I restarted, this is one of the ones I can think of. When I restarted the design blog, a couple random characters had received descriptions from the first time. Hold on. So this is what Skyheart looked like in 2014. This is what Skyheart looked like in 2020. Now, this design came from this 2015 image of Mossleaf. And then Mossleaf ended up like this. So there are instances of that happening. Bound Hunt, I was going to do that with Bound Hunt, but then the Voyeur's website literally featured this design as like on their website, and I got pissed because I'm like, well, now I can't do it like secretly and like only people. But yeah, there are a couple instances of that. The Skyheart Mossleaf one was the first one I thought of, but I think that there's like I feel like there might be more. A lot of the times I would steal a pose from like an old Code of the Clans cat or something and then like rework it. When they use my old Splashtail. But my Splashtail is like the same, except for like the eye color. Didn't piss me off as much. I wasn't actually that pissed off, obviously. I was just like, well, now I have to keep it. Am I gonna make her... And then I could give her some dapples. I don't care that much. It was more funny. I was like, well, I guess I gotta stick with that Bound Hunt. I do want to revisit him, though, and, like, work on his shapes and stuff. I have to draw Gale Rise, too. Slap him on the list. Yeah, I guess so. Sigh. Looks pretty cute, actually. What would the rest of her body look like, though? Now I'm like... No, it looks too much like she has, like, a chesticles or something. Invested? Maybe. Kind of want her to be like short and stocky. Very round. I like her puffy tail. I did that. I do like the little petals all over her. My own design archive. Ooh. Well, I'm glad, Jazz, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Sleep well. Like, I feel like I could still, like, get away with doing... No, I don't like it big. I don't usually like giving cats like a belly like that. Give her the Walmart logo. Wait, hold on. Why do I not know what that is? Off the top of my head. Like, why is that not showing up in my brain? Oh, yes. Okay, that's why. I mean this one. I'm like, why is that not showing up in my brain? You mean like right here? My girl's a Walmart. I feel like I don't ever think about the logo for Walmart. I usually... Reminds me of an omelette. Omelette du fromage. I need to put this like dark, I feel like I need to put this dark color somewhere else. I guess I don't technically need to, but see ya, Furnace. Ganbatte. Okay. When tying down Torty's designs, this one's not tied down at all, but usually if you look at my soul, does my soul have the tie down on him? Yeah, it does. Okay. Obviously, this design is insane, but most of my tie downs are based off of like the cat skeleton. So like this one goes right above the thigh. So, and then a lot of the times like I'll cut them in thirds, or I'll be like it goes halfway down. This one's like I usually actually draw like right behind the shoulder blades, but it would be like on a sketch that I'm already drawing, and then I'd be like, okay, markings, and then like whatever. Ganbatta ne. Yeah, there is kanji for ganbatte, ganbaru, but I don't remember it. I don't know. Try to keep the... it just depends on if you're willing to make... It depends if you're willing to make the design... Like, what's Miss Pool look like? What's Cherrytail look like? I find that like keeping their faces as simple as possible helps. But like, I don't know. I can't think of any specific tips right now. My brain is like, I'm about to end stream, so my brain is kind of fried. See, I don't really like the brown on any of the rest of her. She's not technically a torty, is she? She's just supposed to be like a ginger and white. Yeah, she's just ginger and white. Like, her design... Her design on the wiki is, a tabby. But she's just considered ginger and white, so I'm like, Nifty? Usually when I katakana Nifty, I do the long one at the end, Nifty. Nifty. But when I write it, that's my Twitch name, by the way. No, when I write it, I usually just go Nifty. I mean, I wouldn't really write it with two eyes. But yeah, I would probably put the long. I would probably elongate the T. I think the wiki has a rule where they have to make ginger cats tabbies. Why? Yeah. I don't know. She's pretty cute. kind of like that. What do you guys think? It's a genetic thing. I mean, I can give her tabby stripes, but it's just gonna complicate it. I mean, they have freaking cats that look like this on the wiki. Hold on. You're gonna tell me that this is a proper cat color? You're gonna tell me that this... like a cat can actually look like that? No, they'll never choose another. The sprite work is not done. They will never change the sprites. Do you know how much work it would be for them to change the sprites? For like the generic warrior sprite? They'd have to redo literally thousands of pictures. Yeah, I don't like this. He doesn't look good with stripes. They changed the apprentice sprite. That was a while ago, wasn't it? Ew, every time that they like have a graphic novel page on one of the wikis as like the first thing I'm greeted with, I'm disgusted. What color eyes? What do you guys think? Teal. Green. Yellow or amber would be too redundant. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. kind of looks like all the rest of her family has yellow and green. The green-blue combo. Like this? Or would you want like that? That is pretty cute, actually. She reminds me of something that I could not place. I didn't have anything specific in mind when I was designing her, and that may... I don't know. I'm trying to think. Blossom. Did I accidentally design her to look like Blossom, the Powerpuff Girl? No. Sometimes when a character has like the same color or the same name, I'll like... Yeah, it's not her. So I don't know who... Of an English setter. Yeah, I can see that. She still does look related to her family. Belfort? That cartoon dog? I've never seen this before. I have never heard of this, but I do see how that would remind you of her. Ugh. I'm done for today, though. Oh, it's French. That French gay dog show. Oh my goodness. Yes, I have never heard of it, but I don't really watch French cartoons, so... That's quite a reputation it has. Alrighty. So we did headshots all day because I don't know, I guess we just did headshots all day. We did Trout Shine. We did Heron kit and Eel kit. Oh my god, Eel kit, I love you so much. Pet, 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 pet. She's so silly. And then we did Sharpclaw, we did Cherrytail, we did Duskpaw, and we did Blossom Heart. So we moved over to Sky Clan. I am done for today. It is Thursday, so the next stream will be a co-mission stream. Let me look what we got. We've got a apocalyptic in chat, or in the queue. We have a commissions not loading. We have a headshot and a chibi. Let me make sure that this is okay, it's Taba again. So I will open up 2 more slots. Okay, Agnolia. I am gonna eat dinner. If I don't respond to you by like tomorrow, feel free to bump it again. Sometimes after stream, I forget to respond to things. Always feel free to bump it. Coffee is not loading, but okay, it's kind of loading. Okay. But I will see you guys on Sunday for the commission stream, or I will see you guys on Tuesday for a Warrior Cat stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys all later. Bye!